How to answer questions related to natural selection if you are given an example. Start by talking about overproduction, stating that more offspring is produced than will survive. Then move on and explain about the fact that there must be variation in these offspring. There's a lot of variation in size, color, shape, and some are better suited for an environment than others. Be specific in your answer on what these characteristics are. Then mention the selection pressures. Different environments have different levels of selection pressures or resistance due to the food sources, the shelter, or the types of predation found in these environments. For example, in this environment, the selection pressures could be the temperature between 25 and 27 degrees Celsius on a shallow coral reef. And the predator in this coral reef might be the barracuda. The barracuda is a ray-finned fish who has a preference for hunting anything with unusual color, like plankton-feeding fish. Because of the silvery color of the barracuda, it's well camouflaged and difficult to detect underwater. The survival of the fittest must be mentioned next. The organisms with the best adaptations, like speed or camouflage, will survive, and then they can pass their genes on to the next generation. So it's important to mention inheritance. The offspring of the survivors will inherit the characteristics of the surviving parents. In a second environment, the temperature might be much cooler, 22 to 24 degrees Celsius, like deeper coral reefs with less sunlight. Here we might refer to an eel as the predator. So in this case, the eel likes to live in a rocky environment and hide in cave-like structures. It's also a large ray-finned fish, but it is nocturnal, and it tends to prey on smaller fish that act as feeder fish. In other words, they are food for other fish. Due to the selection in this environment, well-adapted survival of the fittest, the organisms that are active during the day and not visible in the dark water will survive best. These will then breed, and then the survivors will inherit these characteristics. So the offspring of the survivors inherits the best adaptations, and phenotype and genotype changes will then take place over a period of time. This is basically what natural selection is. It takes pre-existing variations, selects the best one for survival. So, subscribe, like, share. I love what I am doing, and I hope you're learning at least something out of this deal. See you next time.